Okay, we're back again. Well, it's another good reason to be a prepper. It's always good to prepare things and test them out. I'm going live tonight, and the audience is going to be quite big. So if I don't even check my comms because I've been offline for a while, well, what does that make me? A non-prepper. So this might take a while to get these notifications pushed out there. 2 people have seen this, or 2 live viewers. No comments as yet. So basically what we're doing now is we're checking that the error car, oh, here we go, people are popping in, brilliant. So what I need to know is how good is the audio, because if you remember just recently, a lot of people saying it's blurry and it's stopped, etc. I've now plugged it, I've hardwired it basically through an Ethernet cable rather than using Wi-Fi. So if you can tell me how good the audio and visual is, I'll be really grateful, because without knowing that, the audio is good, right? What about the visual? Is the video looking good? Is it blurry? Is it glitchy? Is it look like something out of 1997 or something? Only our eyes are blurry. So it sounds like the audio is okay. That's fine. It's the video which I'm interested in. The video, if it's good, then wicked. I can't believe the difference in tests. I done the speed test, and my upload speed was 7 meg, which is crap to do live streams, really. I've just plugged it in, and we're on 27 now. That's megabits per second. That's upload. So, and you guys are saying to me that the video is good. Brilliant. So as long as the audio and visual is very clear, excellent. That's really, really helped. You guys are magnifico. Awesome. That's really, really good. Very slightly blurry, but much better. Blimey. Why can't this? It's just so unfair. It really is. But much better. 100%. Oh, hi, honey. Good to see you back. Very good. Well, that's all right then. I can't ask for much more, really. If it's very good, then that's fine by me. Right. Do you know what? Only people who are watching this live stream. Sorry, let me just cover that up there. I don't like that little web screen on my little laptop looking at me. I've got an independent webcam on there. Anyway, yeah, only people who live in the countryside or live in. I'm pretty remote, actually. There's hardly anyone that lives where I am. So to get really good internet is very difficult. You wouldn't believe. It is possible. Some people say you can get Starlink. Personally, that's fronted by Elon Musk, and I don't trust that toe rag as far as I can throw him. Okay, I don't. You can believe what you want. I believe Elon Musk is an absolute wolf in sheep's clothing. Don't trust him at all. I don't want anything to do with anything he does. Tesla, Starlink, whatever it is. No. So, Cheshire Wanderer. Hey, Mike, how's it going, dude? Hey, it's been a while. Hope you're all right. I just got a text from JP the other day, and do you know what? I've not even done a wild camp this year. In fact, I've done 2 last year. It's ridiculous. But yeah, there's so much going on. But yeah, hopefully we'll get that sorted out. Yeah, someone says Starlink is £75 a month. Yeah, that's cool. But you've got to spend like £700 to get it set up. And that is, not many people can just find that in their skyrocket. And like I say, I wouldn't do it. Even if I could afford it, I wouldn't, because I don't trust Elon Musk as far as I could throw him. I don't like him at all. Mike, yeah, we need to arrange a camp. I know. I've promised these guys who gave me loads and loads of free firewood for a camp. I was supposed to have done that last summer, and that's only 12 months ago. I know we need to catch up and do a camp, and I need to do some solo camps. So yeah, it's just finding the time, dude. And luckily, we're starting to get some fair weather, because I'm not joking. Everywhere I have been out in the middle of Wales, and even into England a few times, the freak is just saturated everywhere. The only way you're going to have a half decent camp is if you hammock, because everywhere is just, yeah, it's not very nice to sleep on the floor when it's like marsh. That's pretty much what it is. So it's starting to drain away now. So yeah, camping is going to be a lot more easier. Right. Okie dokie. So it's good. So the basic fundamentals is you can see and hear me okay. That is fantastic. So what I'm going to do is I've rigged up a system so I can get much better live streams to you guys. And yeah, it's cool. Someone said, do you know what, Diane? I like the way that you put that little smiley face. I think, because everyone says it always rains in Wales. But do you know what? When I speak to people who have lived there for donkey's years, 60 odd years in some cases, when they say this is the wettest they've known it, you know, you can't frigging give me that bullshit that it always rains in Wales. It's a lot worse than it normally is. I know it rains. Everyone knows it rains in Wales. But to the extent that it's been raining in the last 6 months, it's off the freaking charts. It's off the charts. Let me know where you are, if you've been out in the countryside, walking in the hills, the mountains, or the woods, or by rivers. Let me know your experiences. How wet has it been? How boggy? How muddy? Have you been getting flooding, running off of the fields, running down the roads? And incidentally, that's eroding the roads. More potholes. It's absolute nightmare. So, oh, fucking hell. Do you know what? People like you and the other one, bad weather in Britain, no way. Yeah, of course it gets bad. But what's been happening lately is way badder, way worse than it has been since I've known. And people like you to say it's always bad, well, you got your head in the sand. I'm sorry to say that. But no, it's really, really crazy. It's a nightmare. Boggy and foggy. Yeah. Right. What have we got here? April Cole. Watched a lot of live streams. Haven't seen a better connection. Oh, thank you. So this is all good then. Yeah, I watch a few live stream guys in America, and where they are, they're rural as well. It's like lots of preppers have taken the warning of 2020 and bugged out of the cities. Most of us, well, I'd say most of us, some of us, living in rural areas now, because we know what's coming down the pipe in cities over the next few years. So as a safety standpoint, it's much better to be away from populated areas. I think most of us can agree on that. How many people actually focus and make it a priority to do so is another question entirely. I think lots of people do want to move out of the cities, but full of excuses. I can't, whatever. There's always a way. What you need to do, and I know this sounds a bit crazy because I was that guy. I was lived in a really rundown frigging nightmare. It was, in actual fact, it was the biggest council estate in Western Europe. I've come from the frigging bottom and I've ended up here. If I can do it, anyone can do it. All you need to do is you need to focus and to do everything you possibly can to do it. All of this excuses, my kids are at school, my job's here, blah, blah, blah. Take kids out of school, leave your job. It's fair. It stops a lot of people doing it. It does. And you do have to go through a lot of shit. But eventually things settle down. I think a lot of people are scared of upheaval. I think a lot of people are fearful of big change. And that's one of the reasons why lots of people live in the cities that know the cities are really shit and it's going to get hell of a lot worse, but they just choose to stay there. And that probably sounds really arrogant, maybe, or rude, but I'm just telling you from my viewpoint, from what I've done, because I've been there. I know what it's like. I've left family and friends behind in cities, and it's not easy. But, you know, do you really want to do it? If you really want to do it, live in the countryside, you will do it. You just have to find a way. Everyone's situation and experience is unique. So I can't tell you a blueprint how to do it. You have to work it out for yourself, just like I did, and thousands of others have done the same. And I would say the less money that you have or you can find, the harder it will be, of course. But there's always a way. You just have to think, switch your brain on, engage. I don't want to live in a city anymore. I want to be away from all the idiots, in fresh air, no control, loads more freedom. What am I going to do about it? And then literally shut the whole world off. Don't care. Don't go on social media. Don't waste your time. Don't spend time with your friends. Focus on what you need to do. Just go for it. Because if you don't, let me tell you this, no one is going to do it for you. And you can sit in the city and moan all you like, saying, I wish I was in the countryside. Wishing don't do jack shit. It don't. It really doesn't. Okay. All of these blow a candle out on a birthday cake, make a wish. Yeah, it's a ritual, in case you missed it. Anyway, there we go. There you go. Where there's a will, there's a way. Yeah, one of my famous sayings I've been saying since 2012 is there's always a way. And there is. There is. In fact, there's people here in the live chat right now who've done the same, who have done it. They were in a city or a big town. They had it up to here. They sold everything they could. They've done the right thing. They worked their asses off. They researched. They moved around and made contacts. And all of a sudden, when you go through that shit, all of these opportunities and doors will open for you. You have to have the eyes to see and go for it. No matter how crazy it sounds, you just have to go for it, because that's the only way that I found to do it. Okay. Yeah. Diane, again, some really do not have a choice. Everyone's got a choice. It's true. It's really, really true. Like I said, I lived in the biggest council estate in Western Europe. It was a nightmare. I didn't have a pot to piss in. I had to sell everything, give things away. That's another thing. If you constantly taking and you're not giving stuff to people, or you're not giving advice, you're not helping, do you really think you're going to get some good luck? You're not going to. So giving is very important. Okay. Yeah, I've sold stuff and I gave thousands of pounds of stuff away to charity shop, to friends, to help. And when you do things like that, trust me, all these opportunities open. So you do have a choice. You either are serious and you want to do it, or you think, I'm too scared, there's too many risks, I can't afford it, it won't work. That's called excusitis. And that is one of the #1 things which stops people doing anything. Right, enough of that. Alrighty. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a live stream tonight, 100%, and it's going to be at 8 p.m. tonight. Absolutely. I'm just going through these. Oh, this made me laugh.
This stuff will make you a goddamn sexual tyrannosaurus. Just like me.
Just like me. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Who remembers the Pink Panther? Did you watch that when you was a kid? Oh my God. I love that stuff. Absolutely awesome. So what have we got? Earthheart is saying at Rachel over the target. Oh, I'm curious now. So I'm going to scroll up because it comes down in order. There we go. This is my partner speaking, and she speaks the truth. Eyes and love to do it. We all can. It's just how much we want it. Well said, darling. Yeah, it's true. If you really want to do something, you will do it. The only thing stopping you is you. No one is going to come and do it for you. The difficulty is because how we are brought up, how we have been brought up, sorry. We have literally been indoctrinated to think that we are powerless, and if we need anything, we have to go outside to get help. But when you look at it, it's the opposite. If you want help, you've got to go in there, not out there. You have to. You know, like me, look at my car. It spectacularly failed. I had to go out and get help. That's why it was a nightmare. If I made some provisions to get a place where I can drive my car into, if I found a way to get more money to buy all of the tools, And if I made time a priority, to learn how to repair my own vehicle, I would have done it myself, of course. Like I'm saying, we've all got a choice. That was my choice. I could have made a choice a long time ago when funds are available to start buying tools to repair my car, but I didn't. It's one of those things when you're earning money like I did back in the day, because I was so busy and working hard earning money, I didn't have much time to myself. So I was in a position to pay mechanics to repair and fix my car because I just didn't have the time. I was working 67 hours a week. So it's very hard to just find time to start buying all of these tools and land a car in the rain because I didn't have a garage and repair my car. So there's always a choice. There's always a choice. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, fact of the day. Nice one though. Pink Panther comes from Durham. Are you serious? County Durham, I've been up there and there's lots of fields and it's freezing frigging cold in the winter and it floods a lot. So yeah. Bloody fly, bugger off. Well, I'm just going through the chat. You forgot the banner at the bottom. No, it's fine. This is just we got Metallic Reality. Hi. Yeah, that's awesome. You two are going to get on like house on fire. Honestly, my partner's awesome. And I know you two are going to be like, it's going to be well cool. The prepper meet. Aha. There is a link to the prepper meet under this video since yeah, that's awesome. I love seeing friends get on. You know, that's one of the biggest things that I can take from the prepper meet is people will go to the prepper meet for the very first time. Most of the time they'll be on their own, and it's quite natural to be maybe a little nervous because no one really knows what to expect. But what I can tell you, hand on my heart, since I've been doing a prepper meet since 2013, 11 years now, I've seen so many people and I've heard so many stories that people go there on their own, and when they leave after those 3 days, they've made so many friends. Lots of them meet up on their own outside of the prep meet throughout the year. Even Faye, she's a moderator on here. She went to the prep meet for the first time last year, and she met some woman living in a van, and she just literally toured Wales for 3 weeks because that's how awesome it is. People will go to the prep meet. I'm not joking. It was just, it's just bonkers. I'm not joking. The prepper meet is a very, very special thing. And I'm not just saying that to sort of pick myself up or promote it, because not many people know this. I don't make a single penny from the prepper meet at all. In fact, I have to pay for my own tickets. And I'm the one organising it and promoting it and putting it out there, because all I want to do is to get like-minded people together for as cheap as possible. And £11 a night for a beautiful camping location with toilets and showers, pick your own fruit and everything else, and all of the farmers' produce which they have on site. £11 a night in peak season. You really going to find it hard to get it cheaper than that. So that's what I've done. I found something really cheap, absolutely amazing. In fact, those who went to the prepper meet last year will absolutely concur in the live chat, or maybe in the comment if you're watching this in a replay. Let people know in the comment section what you thought of the prepper meet last year. I thought it was amazing, and I'm not just saying that, it was true. The only thing is the weather, but we can't do much about that. On the first day, I think it was like a heat wave. In fact, most of us got sunburnt because we didn't expect it. It's crazy. So it's the prepper meet is a gathering of like-minded people, preppers, bushcrafters, survivalists, free thinkers, conspiracy theorists, whatever. It is a group of like-minded people. That's probably the easiest way that I can describe it. So you can go there on your own, not knowing what to expect, and you're going to meet so many people who have lots of things in common. And I know for a fact, based on the messages, the comments, and the emails that I've been getting, especially since 2020, there was a lot of people who were alone and were isolated during those bullshit years of 2020 and 2021. But not only that, lots of friendships, work colleagues, relationships have broken because of what happened in 2020. You've literally got those on one side who believe in all of the crap that they're trying to tell us in mainstream and the governments and the NHS, and those who smell a rat and they're questioning things. So it's literally split the whole camp right down the middle. And that includes like work colleagues, friends, neighbors, husbands, wives, girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever it is. It's split people. But what I can tell you is the overwhelming majority of people who go to the prepper meet didn't fall for the bullshit. So if you are in a situation where your other half has left or thinking of leaving, or you've left them because they are calling you a lunatic because you didn't get that done and you didn't wear this and you didn't stand 2 meters apart and all of that bullshit. People are finding these prepper meets and they're going there and they're going, thank God I can relax and walk around and talk to anyone and everyone's going to be in the same boat. We're not falling for the bullshit. So if you are feeling like stressed because you don't know anyone personally around you who thinks like we do, basically everyone around you in your situation is literally falling for the bullshit and you can't take it no more. If you're in that situation, I strongly advise you make ways to get to the prepper meet. I'm not joking. When you go there, you're going to meet so many like-minded people. You can exchange contact details. You can see these people whenever you want outside the event. Of course you can. You can do whatever you want. I'm not telling you to do so. All I'm telling you is this is what's been happening. And if you don't believe me, it's up to you. All I'm saying is look at the comments, because there's people commenting right now who went and they will tell you how cool it is. Right? You don't need me to tell you. So I'm just going to go. Oh, thanks, Tim. That's very nice. Be well. Rachel, that's my partner, and all the funky friends. Thank you very much, Justin. That's very kind. John Baldwin is going to the meet as well. I don't think I've met you before, John. So that's cool. We're always getting newcomers, and you're always going to be made to feel welcome. It's just really cool. Right. I'm just going through the chat. You guys are friggin' awesome. I love sometimes when I just do these non-important serious live streams. I love these little community things. It's bloody awesome. And in fact, if my financial situation was way better, I'll probably do a lot more of these. But it is what it is. Good morning from the Great Lakes of Michigan. Wow. That's awesome. Brilliant. Do you know what? Yeah, this is another thing. Metallic Reality says, was talking to Slave to No Man for ages before they realised they know each other from the live streams. Yeah, there is quite a few moderators in this chat right now who go to the prepper meets, and although they've never met them personally, this happens, and I've seen this a few times. People will go there and they're just chatting to people, and then if they talk about the live streams and they say, "Oh, go on there as well. What's your name?" and then it's, "Oh my God, you know, you can put a face to the name." There's loads of people, all of the names on here, who've not met each other personally, but this is the beauty of it. You get to meet these people personally. It's friggin' awesome. It's really, really awesome. Yeah, John, I remember. Yeah. So it's going to be your first. No worries, dude. You say about a stroke. There's a friend of mine, Colin. He's getting on a bit now. I think he's had more than 19 heart attacks, and yeah, he goes every year. So I know it's not the same as a stroke, but yeah. Oh, we got here Wild YND Gar. Welcome back, man. Yeah, do you know what? I remember when you and JP come down and you set up that little shop, because he was doing like a website business, I think, back then. I don't know if you still do, but that was a few years ago, an experience and a half. Yeah, do you know what? It's the first time I got to meet you and JP. And yeah, it was awesome. It really, really was. A bloody good laugh. Yeah, yeah, it was. Oh, I love it. In fact, because the way money is, to me, it's a holiday. I get to get out of this area and the day-to-day routine, and I'll get to go somewhere and catch up with you guys and all my friends. It's really, really nice. So it's like a holiday for me. Oh, excuse me. Wow. Hey, Gaz, welcome back, dude. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're all rolling now. Yeah, if you're new or you just popped in, oh, excuse me, having some repeats here. I have to take my tablet. Sorry, darling, I forgot my tablet this morning. But yes, the live stream went a bit pants earlier. The signal just dropped off like a cliff, so I've had to hardwire it to the router so the signal's good. So this was like a test and a bit of a catch up for you guys. So I'm glad this is all good in the hood. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is Noel again. Good to see you, mate. We need the art of survival these days, that's for sure. Oh yeah, yeah. I absolutely fundamentally concur with that statement, because what we are being indoctrinated is to rely on external groups, forces, people, organizations, whatever. The more self-sufficient that we can become as individuals, the better, the more freedom we are going to find. It's as simple as that. It's the easiest way to explain it. The more we have to rely on other people, the more powerless we are. It is really quite simple when you just step back from everything, press the pause button and look and go, wow, blimey, without this, and this, I'm screwed. What about learn to do it yourself? Yeah. When it rains, we gather rainwater. When we learn how to filter it and clean it to make it safe, do we really need anything else? What was the most important thing? So survival things, absolutely. Food, shelter, and pretty much water. That's all we really need. Once you got that sorted, yeah, you're all good. Right, here we go. Indeed. How do I get details of the meat? If you go underneath this video, when you click more, there's a link to the prepper meat video. Watch that. It's only 10 minutes or whatever it is. And it's got all the links underneath that video, and that takes you to the booking page. It tells you how to do it. I've done a step-by-step idiot's guide, basic, simple, of how to go onto the website to literally book a ticket. And all you do is you pay, you turn up, and then they find your name off the list, they tick you off, and then you go set up your tent. Some people had a caravan, an RV, all the rest of it. Basically, the setup is you go into like a great big field. There's a beautiful river behind it. There's mountains all around. It's beautiful scenery. And you literally can do what you want. You can put a tent up, park your car next to it. That's quite common practice. A little area, like a chill out zone, if you want to create that for yourself. I and many others do. Put a windbreak, a few chairs, maybe a gazebo or something like that. A little barbecue. It's really, really cool because you can literally come and go as you please and do whatever you want. Meet other people, go there for just a rest or whatever it is. But what I do like is in the evenings, people wander around and there's tons and tons of these little campfires on the go. And if you want one of those little fire pits, because it's a field, you don't want to be lighting fires on the grass. That's idiotic, to be fair. But they give you a free fire pit to hire. You don't even have to pay for it. Well, I've done prepper meets before, not far from Stevenage, and them arseholes used to charge everyone for everything. And I got so fed up of it in the end, I just told them to stick it. But this place, you can hire a free fire pit for nothing. You just, when you book in, you ask for one, they give you one. When you finish, you just sweep it out and give it back to them. Job done. You can buy firewood there in logs, or you can bring your own firewood if you want. It's absolutely fine. It's really good to like have a little fire outside, because you know the times of the year I'm doing it. So it's the middle of June, and there's another one in end of September. So hopefully the weather's going to be nice and we can all have a really good time. But yeah, the details of that are underneath this video. There's a link underneath this video for that. Just going through the chat. Cheers, John. Yeah, hit the thumbs up. It really helps. It really, really is. Yeah. Well, the problem with education is not education, it's indoctrination. There's an absolute good reasons why kids aren't taught basic first aid. They're not taught how to grow food. They're not taught how to hunt. They're not taught how to manage money. They're not taught anything about managing mental health. Why do you think that is? Because they don't want you to know. This is why we are seeing a frigging huge uplift in homeschooling and home education, because parents are, you know, when their kids come home from school, what did you learn today? And they're like, what? That's got no frigging relevance whatsoever to help anyone in modern day life. It just isn't. It's most of the history is bullshit. Because as most of us know, history is made up or altered by the victors. So if you have a country, they go into another country, they decimate it and rub it all out, as it were, and they start writing their own history from that point on. What happened in that country before still happened, but that is all being hidden. So the history that we are taught at schools is not really the truth. It's just an accepted, awful uniformitarianism approach. So yeah. Primary education, mate, you won't see basic survival in schools because they don't want people to be well informed and literally free thinkers and self-sufficient. Because let me tell you this, if that was the way, society would not be what it is now. Society is the way it is because of education. Can you imagine if we took all of the kids out of all of the schools in the UK and we home educated them like it used to be hundreds of years ago? Do you remember that saying, it takes a village to raise a child? In that village, you would have a mechanic, a farmer, all of these different skills and stuff. So the kid grows up from that village, spending time with all these people. And by the time the kid's 18 or whatever kids leave school now, he's going to know all sorts of practical, useful things. Yeah. The only reason why education has been rammed down our throats and it's the only way that you must do it, etc., is because it supports the financial system, the monetary system. Can you imagine a society where we didn't need money? Because let's face it, money is the root of all evil, and money is the reason why we're all being controlled. And the education system fundamentally props up the monetary system. So education sucks, the monetary system sucks. You remove those two and do it ourselves. Honestly, this whole globe will transform within 6 months for the better as well. You wouldn't see all of that money being wasted on wars and killing people. Can you imagine how much money is made through wars? How much does it cost for all these tanks, missiles, bombs, training, etc.? That is so much money, you would not believe it. What if all that stopped and that money got set aside into real health to really help people? Because how many times have you gone to the hospital and come out better? Most people come out worse. So that's obviously screwed and not working, is it? So imagine if all of that money get pushed into something to actually do good. We wouldn't have fear-mongering news every 30 minutes on the radio trying to brainwash us. We wouldn't have news at 10 before you go to bed, giving you so much negative bullshit, which plays in your subconscious mind when you're trying to get to sleep, with all of the Wi-Fi waves and mobile phone addiction and all of that bullshit. Everything is so screwed. And it's only screwed because we allow it. Yeah. I done a video ages ago called Just Say No. We need to start saying no. I'm not joking. If anything feels wrong, whatever you do, say something about it. Question it. Say, no, I'm not going to do that. I don't believe in it. It's not right. How is that going to help? No, stick it. The more people that start doing that, the better. Because all of the time people say yes, anything for an easy life, whatever. Yeah, the price of convenience and safety. Yeah, we're going down a very shitty road, boys and girls, and it's down to us. Do you want to walk down that road and do as you're told? Do you want to end up living in a tiny little pod on universal basic income when all of your climate change deductions are removed from your government funded salary? You're going to end up with so little money, your health is going to deteriorate. You're going to be reliant on the NHS, which is already screwed, and he said the wrong word, and failing. Do you want to live like that? No. Who would? But people who say yes and believe all of the bullshit, who can't be bothered to think and question things and say no, they're the people who are going to end up like that. So you can either have some degree of freedom, think for yourself, be a man, be a woman, or just be a pussy like the rest of them and end up sailing down shit street. So yeah. So yeah, I've just seen this. Cool. Good to see you, Mr. Funky Prepper. Politics channel. Good to see you. This isn't a backhanded compliment or whatever, but politics is one of the biggest reasons why we're all in the shit. Because when people become politicians, some, not all, want to genuinely do it to help society. And they are stubborn, a bit like me. And they just have that core belief and they're going to do a good job. They're going to make a change. Then politicians will all end up as backbenchers with no voice, no impetus, no directional qualities to change any opinion, really. But lots of MPs that go in there automatically get converted in a very short amount of time to prop up a bullshit, greedy, power, ego-driven system for their own self-benefits, not helping us at all. How many of us vote? Probably not many. Why do you ask? Well, I personally only vote for people I can trust. And to be honest with you, since I was a kid, I don't trust one single frigging MP or one prime minister. Not one. I don't. Every single one of them has got in power and said, oh, they're going to do this, and they don't. So why the hell would I vote for that? So I choose not to. And that's my right not to vote. And like someone said earlier, we haven't really got a choice. Everyone's got a choice. You just need to grow some balls and do something. So yeah, all of that politics stuff, in my opinion, I've known people for years, and basically it's divide and conquer. And you're going to see in politics a hell of a lot of arguments, and nothing really changes. So you can spend a whole career in politics and look back and say, wow, I spent 30, 40 years basically arguing. Nothing's really changed. No one's really bothered about my opinions. So what a complete waste of an amazing opportunity to experience this simulation, or whatever you want to call it, and learn and grow and evolve and help. Politics is a cul-de-sac for arguments and misinformation and greed, ego, and selfishness. And I choose not to participate in any of that. So there you go. Right, 38 minutes. I've waffled on for long enough. I'm going to shoot off now because I've got the live stream to set up for tonight. I don't know what I'm going to talk about yet, but we'll find a way. And hopefully we're going to see you back here at 8 p.m. sharp for about an hour and a half for the Friday night live stream, which is going to be back with a vengeance. You guys take care. Thanks for watching. Stay funky.